What up, guys? Good morning. How you doing? What's happening? What's up, Anime Cakes? How you guys doing? TGIF. Let that override the fact of the Friday the 13th. It's actually a really good day. Happy Jupiter Direct, everybody. Y'all feeling the expansion yet? What you guys up to? I just having my pumpkin loaf. We could read cards too. I missed you guys. What you guys been up to? Hey, Yukihana. What up, girl? We love Rowdy. Rowdy, why would you even waste the footsteps on decaf? That's the only thing I need to know. I mean, it doesn't keep you up at night, but it still helps you. Okay. Is that why you call that Aquarius doo-doo head? I don't know. I'm just wondering. What's up, Christina? Or is that Christian? Oh, Christian Lopez. Hi, Christian. What up? Good morning. Good morning. Rowdy, we love Rowdy. Hey, Annalyn, what up, darling? Hey, Maxie. Yes, I passed out sending emails. Patience is a virtue on that. I've only got 538 emails left though. So you shall get it. Also remember it is Friday and it's morning. But I will get it before midnight. I can do that. In fact, what we'll do, when did you set yours up for? Because the personal reading stuff is fun. Let's take a peek. Let's see. Mm-hmm. Hold on, let me check. Hold on. I can't spell for nothing, so I got to see how to spell. Okay, there we go. Where'd you go to? Let me see. The only way I can do it is I got to search. Otherwise, the whole cards and coffee will be me scrolling. Oh, yeah, okay. Let's see. All right, so we got. Oh, my goodness. Oh, cool. All right, let's see. Wait, do you want me to send it to that email? You can't. There's no way your email has got G Mama in it. Either you're an OG mama, because you're way too young to be a grandma. You're way too young to be a grandma. Not chance. Okay, hang on. Let me see. All right, so. Oh, excuse me. There we go. This is literally like usually how I do this stuff too, anyways. Let's see. March 23rd, 1 p.m. Okay. All right, so I got to go over here. Mm-hmm. Boom. Okay. All right, so we got Archer's really bad spelling. Apologies to anybody that I ever pronounce or spell your name wrong. I just really suck at. I will help you with calculus, no problem. Just I can't pronounce big words or small words for that matter too. Doobie doop 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 boom boom. Okay, let's see. Esther's. I'm excited. I love doing Zoom readings because I connect with you guys. The YouTube ones, the YouTube videos. I mean, they're cool because it's what I do for a living. But I like it when I get to like meet a family member and interact. It's awesome. All right, so hold on. Let's see. Focus, Archer. Doobie doobie doop doop doop. 23rd. Yeah, okay. Oh, you're on Monday. I like Monday readings. Sweet. All right, 23rd, and we'll do it at. I need to set this guy here to 1. Perfect. This is when I do go slow because if I mess up, like I send it and it's like March 29th at like 3 in the morning, so I gotta be careful, especially without the glasses on. There we go. Okay, cool. And I set it up that you get to join anytime as soon as you get the link. That way you can just be hanging out there. And it also automatically records the reading so I can send you the private link afterwards. Cool. Save it. Bingo. Nice. Okay, cool. Now I go down to the 23rd. Where did it go? There it is. Oh, refresh. Oh, there it is. Perfect. Okay. And then Monday, March 23rd. Okay, cool. Copy. And then I run over here to my inbox. I can do this on a computer too, but I have it set up in the phone too, so I can do it remotely from like anywhere. There we go. Bingo. You got mail. I don't know if that was right. That might have been, was that deep enough? You've got mail. I think it was. Anyways, okay. So I got that. No, I'm not done yet, though. Because Virgo moon, Virgo rising. All right, so first things first is I got to go over here and keep myself prioritized and organized. So I got to go into my calendar, go to the 23rd. Boom. Esther Gomez. Are we there? Or is that the right Esther? I think we're there. Yeah, Esther Gomez. Cool. So we're there. I don't know why it says I sent you the link on March 9th. Is that the one you wanted me to resend or something? I don't know. Either way, I sent it now, so it's good. All right. You are in my calendar. I'm excited. I love doing personal readings. Okay, cool beans. So we're good. March 23rd, 1 p.m. Bingo. All right, let's see. Go back over here. That was worth doing. That was worth doing. That got one more thing off of my to-do list, and that is awesome sauce. Okay. Do. Also 536 emails now, because that took 2 emails out of the list according to the app notification. That's kind of cool. All right, let's see. Let me switch over here so I can get to the super chats. Oh, cool. Archer's live. I like Archer. He's a cool dude. Hold on. Let's see. Oh, cool. Archer's live. Gosh, he's got a nice voice. Okay. Bingo. We're ready. All right. Let's rock and roll. Cards to read, people to heal. Let's go for it. Wait, decks to love. I'm sorry. I was close. It's close enough for government work. All right, guys. Let's begin. Yes, I eat at my table. It's my safe place. I can do whatever I want. I'm a Virgo rising. I clean the thing 3 times a day. It's probably more sanitary than like an operating room. See, look. I literally just wiped this thing off too, and I'm like, oh, look, there's a dust speck on it. Oh, let me see. This is my hot caramel macchiato. It's pretty darn good too. I didn't decide this. It's Friday, so on Fridays I do random picks. I don't pick. I go into like my list of favorites and whatnot, and I blind tap one and order it. So that's what I picked today. What do you guys got? What do you guys got going on? See, look, that's why I'm taking applications for a temporary secretary. Secretary, temporary secretary. Anyways, ready? Yeah, exactly. Oh my God, yeah, Danny Tanner, Bob Saget. Oh my God, I need to look up Bob Saget jokes again. He used to have good jokes. Okay, Anna's down. Oh, dude, it's probably part of the reason I have the glasses is because I spend so much time on it. And I ain't knocking it. I love it. I love interacting with you guys. It just keeps me busy. But I have successfully kept myself punched out of work by 6 every day so far. Well, not counting Wednesday. I'll get better at that. But I owed everybody long readings because I knew with all the stuff I've got going on, I wouldn't be doing individual readings, right? So I was like, well, I got at least. So that's why it was a longer all sign. It's cool. But by next week, we'll be just fine. What up, Aries man? In the house. How you doing? Those are your plans for the weekend, Maxie? Oh my gosh. Hey, what up, Nancy? How's it going? All right, let's do some readings. Let's go for it. Let's dive in. All right. Starting here. Starting with Letty. Let's put Letty at 9. I want to do 922. Hey, Janet. What up? What up? All right, Taurus in the house. 922. All right, let's see what we got. Let's start. All right, what is up? Can I get an energy update on you and your twin? Things are brewing. Ooh. All right, let's go. Demon brewing? Still got to buy a storefront on Demon Brewing. Demumbrium, whatever. Okay. Michiganders know it too, because we have cashew. Ask Shelby how cashew is spelled, and I'll guarantee you neither of us could spell it properly. Let's go. Thank you. Did I just tell the deck what to do? That's cool. Okay. I love God flexes. We have the Lover's card coming in with the 6 of Cups. So it shows at the moment with the 2 of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles, your twin is battling the great decision of decisions because whomever was involved in the twin's life previously to 6 days ago, they're gone. 6 of Cups. Your twin actually nostalgically started comparing their current person they were trying to do something with or go somewhere with, you know, and they were trying to compare him to you. All right. And they chop it to a swords. God testing Abraham's faith. They chopped it. They're like, no, you don't compete with Letty. Like, this ain't gonna work. It's never gonna work. I suspect they called the person they're interacting with, which I can't call them a significant other because it never got off the ground, but they called them your name. So that's what gets us to the Ace of Pentacles, where they already figured it out. Your twins on have they already reached out? Because I have the Ace of Pentacles. That's what the Knight of Pentacles delivers. So are you guys already talking and you're not sure if you can trust the twin yet? You can. The twin, Two of Swords, chopped. So I have some little hope and faith in this one that they're into a new mindset. All right, you guys have entered into the promised land. And if you haven't heard from me yet, you will in the next week. Six of Swords shows your twin starting to see things from a different perspective. And with me making the Demumbrium gag with demon brewing, I think your twin has cut out the demons, right? You go away. See, there was still something on the table, Virgo moon. Yeah. What do we got going down further? A little further details. I want to know more. The Hanged Man. Hang tight. They're coming your way. Oh, wow! He's trying to talk and you're cautious. Stop being cautious. The Hanged Man. Hang in there. Go with this. This is a dream thing. It's dreamy. Neptune vibes. Oh. Do you know what caused it to happen, Letty? Mars going into Pisces. He decided to make his dreams a reality. And God's like, oop, heard you say that, Two of Swords. So, Three of Swords, you're going to call the other person Letty. That's going to lead to the fight, Two of Swords. Chop, bye, done, see you. Text Letty already, will you? Oh my gosh. And then that's good. You can trust this one. It's the rebellion against David and the Three of Swords. Your masculine is awakening. The end of the avoidant energies, and he's coming back to a safe place. You're the safe place in that analogy, right? Yeah, Five of Cups. He's straight up. He misses you. There isn't any more details down to it. It's not Rainbow Unicorn. He misses you. Justice card. He got what he wanted. Justice of the Peace. You guys are going to fly to Vegas and get married. Make sure you guys can both get on airplanes. That's an important part. Three of Wands. Wait, oh my God. Is that why I just said that? Three of Wands of the Chariot? Is he, is that what Five of Cups spooked you, Letty? He's like, I will move back to your neighborhood, or I'll move your way, or I'll come your way. Three of Wands from a distance with the Chariot. He's being serious. Just so you know. Don't call me Shirley. All right? You're just getting started, y'all. All right? Congratulations, Letty. You're on the reunion list. It's brewing, and it's Pike's Place. It's the good stuff. How accurate was the reading? Give me a yes or no. Five of Cups? Wait, what do you... Oh, you both missed each other. Oh, is that what I made? Justice card, you both missed each other. Okay, you guys are both cleared to get on the plane, so go for it. Nine of Wands, you guys are going to go for it. Letty, have you guys already made plans to hang out? If not, that's the next step. Just, within the next 7 days. Within the next 7 days, you guys be hanging out, reaching out, talking. Letty, you're our domino. Page of Cups, you're our domino. Oh, I love it. You're the first one. Seven of Pentacles. Hang tight, y'all. Letty's leading. Letty's in charge. All right, everybody follow Letty. All right. Nice. Okay. Next up is Monica. So yeah, next steps, you guys getting together, hanging out. I can't wait to hear about that. Okay. What up, Shelly? What's up, darling? How you doing? All right. Your TikToks are awesome. I got to make some time at some point so I can repost and share. I got to catch up with Sunshine. I got to catch up with you. I got to catch up with Monica. I'm like way behind. Okay. Doobie-doo. Monica. All right. You're going to be at 1414. Oh, thanks, Letty. Spinny hugs, girl. You got this. Don't you even sweat it. You're our domino. All right, 1414. What can the spirit guides tell you today, Monica? What can they do? The Ten of Swords. Stop doubting yourself. That's what they want to tell you. They're face palming right now in the Ten of Swords. They're like, why does she keep doubting herself? And I'm looking at the Guardian Angels reporting back on Earth for some reason, telling them because her Nine of Cups is a King of Swords. Because it's not happening. Why do you guys keep showing her signs, building up her hopes, and then nothing? What's up with that? They're like, Star card. We've been searching for that, a reason for it. All right, so let me find out what's up. So it's almost like your guides are checking in, being like, hang tight, we're working on it. Because I'm seeing that scene from Spaceballs where it's like, we've been combing the desert, we ain't found Rowdy drinking decaf. All right, yeah, Four of Cups, we ain't found nothing yet. And they've literally been combing the desert. Yeah, you're doing okay. Why are you worried about it? Hold on. 4 of Wands. It's coming. Repeating force. Oh, yeah. Oh, Monica. Hey, Guardian Angels. Monica just said no more repeating numbers. Do something. Anyways, 6 of Wands. 4 of Wands, 6 of Wands. So apparently I'm getting to that point. But anyways, rest assured and trust that what you're feeling is the anticipation factor. Jupiter's just gone direct. Things are just getting started. They're so close, man. He is like typing messages, push and send. We've got one domino started with Letty. Hang tight on this one, all right? It's like the Guardian was saying, look, we've come this far. We're working on it. You're literally like a card away, all right? Now, I'm not going to sign off on that for the Guardian Angels, but they're saying you've waited this long. It's going to be worth it. Can't you just wait just like 4 more days or something? And I'll be like, I'm not signing off on that. But they're like, if she does, it's the 6 of Wands. Okay, so before retrograde ends, things will start happening, all right? Hang tight. Trust in the process. For some reason, the movements of Uranus, not your badonkadonk, no, not your booty. It's the planets. Something about the Uranus. Man, I really should have looked at planet movements this morning. I'll find out. I'll get back to you on that one. All right, but hang tight. What is Uranus doing? Is it retrograde? I mean, everything's retrograde except Jupiter. Fine. Virgo moon. I can't let this one go. That's shaving a haircut 2 bits. I can't do it. I can't do it. Not without the dilithium crystals, at least. I don't know. Hold on. Current planetary positions. What is Uranus up to? What you doing right now? There's the sun sextiles Uranus at 5 degrees. Okay, what else is it up to? What else are you doing? Hold on. Mavemshnup. Oh, that's cool. That's the only thing? No way. The sun is sextiling Uranus at 5 degrees. Okay, now give me more on this 4 of Cups, because this is the place that we're at right now. 10 of Swords, 4 of Cups. Report back on that, por favor. I don't speak Spanish. I kind of do. Why? I don't know. Spicy. The Fool card to the Empress. Okay, he's got a slow progress bar. Okay, no problema. 7 of Swords, Page of Swords. So we're at the stage where he's watching your stories and your posts and stuff online, okay? But with the Fool card to the Empress, he's currently, like, they've downloaded the messages to him, okay? And he's updating. The progress bar is growing. So, like, progress bars are about 64% on his software update. So once that finishes, then we get to 4 of Wands, 6 of Wands, reunion that makes you happy. Success, okay? 8 of Cups. He's elevating. He's fighting the system a little bit in the 5 of Cups, but the Knight of Wands shows he'll persevere through this, all right? It's an upgrade in his mindset, but he'll get there. He'll be okay. All right. Keep doing what you're doing and do it for him. You got this. It's easy peasy. He's watching everything you post. And you thought I would say it was like Mars and Aries being the problem with the virtue thing, but no, apparently it's something about Uranus sextiling the sun's what's affecting y'all right now. I don't know. That's kind of cool, though. Okay. Do Fancy Nancy. What up, Nance? How you doing, girl? All right. Oh, hold on. It's the wrong mouse. Oh, yeah. There we go. That works better. Oh, you're welcome, Monica. Okay. Let's see. Fancy Nancy. You're going to be at 1855. Let's do that. All right. Woo! New listing in Hermitage. Okay. Alone. I don't have my notifications turned off. Anyways, alone. Think time with Matun today or tomorrow. Aw, I don't like the broken heart emoji. Spinny hugs, Nance. Spinny hugs. All right. Hi, Cabby. The Fool card to the the Fool card to the Empress and the High Priestess. I'm seeing more confirmation of it being over the weekend. Oh, wait. But that Queen of Cups is the 13th card in the Cups. Today's the 13th. Oh, Fool card Empress. Okay, so what I'm seeing here is you're going to hear from him tonight, okay? You will have communication, but the communication sets the time for tomorrow, okay? Because at first he's going to be like, sorry, I can't do anything tonight. And that's where you get a little bummed. But then he makes the High Priestess, makes the plans for that you'll love, Queen of Cups. I don't know why, but deep down inside with the 8 of Swords, I kind of think like it would be easier for you if it was tomorrow instead of tonight. And that's why it's being guided that way. Why is that, though? 6 of Wands. Well, yeah, but why? King of Swords. Oh, okay. Yeah, go ahead and do that thing tonight. That's okay. That's cool. Queen of Pentacles. Well done. Good move. 3 of Wands. That gives you the time to be ready for tomorrow with him. All right. So yeah, that was pretty cool. I like it. 7 of Cups. Go ahead and go ahead. Test the devil temptation a little bit. All right. Because I don't know why, Nancy, but I'm hearing sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't. Oh my God, I haven't had an almond joys in forever. Now I want one of those. Oh wow, cool. Thanks, Nance. I love you, girl. Spinny hugs. Okay. All right. What up? Okay. Yeah, Gypsy Selena, how you been, girl? What you been up to? Oh my gosh, what's up, Jay? All right, let's see. All right, you're gonna be at 2047. The name Jason may resonate. All right, did Virgo cheat on me while in Vegas during his birthday? Oh. You know how they say what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, so we're going to use a different deck. I have a deck that penetrates the Vegas energy. Let's go. Aren't those good, Janet? I know, right? Now I want to get one. I totally got to get them. I got to get one. I think I need gas in the Jeep today anyways. I'll stop at the gas station. Okay. All right, let's see. Did Virgo cheat on me while in Vegas during his birthday? Let's see what we got. There we go. The Shadow card, the 6 of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands, the Ace of Wands, the Devil card to the King of Cups. I'm only giggling on it because no. Sadly, no. You want to know why? Devil cards, why? I'll tell you why. It's cool. That's my job. I got to tell you why. Anyways, okay. Because that's part of his shadow work, he isn't allowed to cheat on you. It's part of this whole thing that you guys are going through, okay? 6 of Pentacles shows he wound up with the very straight standard 6 of Pentacles Vegas story. Basically the Hangover movie. He went to Vegas, he lost his butt at the casino, spent too much money, and then due to the Devil card on the Ace of Wands, which basically means he was too drunk to pop. So he got drunk, lost his money, crashed out, passed out in his room, got up the next morning and wrote an amazing story about how wonderful it was, King of Wands. Nothing happened. 10 of Cups. He dreamt about you the whole time he was there. That's the wild part. He didn't cheat on you. He was too drunk. I think he might have possibly hit on an ATM. But the ATM might have had a picture on it of, like, you know, a girl at an ATM. They put weird things in the ATMs. Even those things get weird background drawings and stuff. You know what I mean? Yeah, King of Pentacles. And the Ace of Cups. The Fool card cycles it back around to come back your way on that one. Nope, he did not. Fool card and the Moon card. Look, there he is. There he is, passed out. See? Yeah, no. He really should cut down on the drinking. Not good for him. It's not fun. He's not a fun drunk. If he was a fun drunk, I'd be cool. I'd be like, you know, do what you want to do. But he didn't. He gets drunk, then he gets, like, arrogant and big-headed and bragging and stuff. And I'm amazing. Everybody else is awesome. Then he turns into Napoleon's brother. I've been online chatting with babes all day, King of Wands. Right? It just don't work that way. I'm going to put The Hangover on the movie list, too. That wouldn't be a bad idea. How did you get that tiger up there in the hotel room? Anyways, Phil Collins says, what? Oh, God, I don't need it. Don't. Whenever I channel stuff, it becomes a news story. Please let Phil Collins be okay. I dig Phil Collins still. He's a good drummer. I mean, he's not Ringo. I mean, if you watch the music video for Help, Ringo is a very, very good umbrella-ist, you know? But he's Phil Collins, man. His drums are taller than him. Anyways, I don't know. I'm a July 7th Cancer, just like Ringo, so I have to have the chair elevated, like he had the drum riser elevated, so it looked like he was standing over the drums. I do this. Anyways, it's a Cancer thing. Right, girl. Thank you, honey. What up, Pumpkin? Spinny hugs. I still got to get down there your way and stop by and say hi to you guys. You are awesome. Thank you. You're buying my candy bar today. You're awesome, Sauce. Okay, anyways, I should be doing super chats. Hold on. Shelby. Thank you. De nada. Cool. All right, let's use this one for a minute. Hold on. This is intermission. Do you really, Shelby? With the Napoleon? That's sweet. Tina, you fat lard, get in the kitchen and make some dinner. Okay. I am so much more a Borat person than Napoleon Dynamite. But anyways, let's go. Great success. I have no other tarot readers. They have a table and a chair. It's not the same chair. Great success. Neighbors, they cannot afford. Other tarot readers, they cannot afford my chair. Okay, I'll shut up. Focus, Archer. Okay. Okay, anyways. All right, 25-20. Oh, I was just milking it for the timestamp. Okay, 25-25 for Shelby. What's the energy like for you and Michael? Nothing happening yet. All right, let's see what we got for you guys. I have no clue what well I just wandered down. King of Swords. Maybe it's a movie weekend. Let's see. The Hermit, the Knight of Cups, and the Six of Swords into the Seven of Wands. All right, so the thing that's going on with this, why there's been no contact or anything on the King of Swords, is he's got to come out of his shell a bit more. He's still kind of looking for the light a little bit. How would that even sound? Let me at least do the reading the right way first. Focus, we got other stuff to do today. Anyways, we're having a TGI moment, because at first I heard do the reading like Borat, and I'm not going to try to maintain that accent the whole way through this reading. So anyways, the thing on this is, he does need a little time, because in my new deck here, the Hermit card is called the time card. It's the time taken to find the light. See how he's like looking for his keys and he's ready to leave and doesn't realize the keys are in his pocket already? It's that kind of a vibe on this one, okay? So the time that's required on this for him to process through these obstacles, the barriers in his own side that causes him to keep a distance, not from you, from everybody, is that fact that he goes through these phases that he feels like he's better off on the mountaintop all by himself, right? It's a little bit of his pride or his ego that still kind of gets in the way, that makes him believe that he still wants to be a part of the 80% of the world today that wants to stay single, right? But then he can't figure out why everything goes wrong for him, and it's because you're his rib. So that's where it messes up, right? He hates work. He's like, why does that keep going bad? And they're like, because you're not making the right moves. If you that sort of a thing, right? Yeah, Seven of Cups. There we go. Seven of Cups with the Judgment card that leads to the Star card. This does show he still comes your way. The repeating sevens are going to be your biggest confirmation. And I want to say somewhere between the 17th to the 20th, Eight of Wands. Somewhere between the 17th and the 20th, the end of Mercury retrograde, right? Because Mercury goes back, yeah, because you got a new moon on March 18th, new moon in Pisces, while we're in, that's a lot of Pisces. That's like a Pisces stellium, right? Mars in Pisces, moon in Pisces. It's not the sun in Pisces. The sun's the center of the universe. It's the pinpoint that the zodiac wheel spins on. The earth is in Pisces. You ever wonder where earth is at right now? The earth is in Pisces. Okay, anyways. Six of Swords. This time will allow him to see some stuff from a different perspective, to come your way. And it's that little bit of him realizing you are the missing piece of the puzzle, that stuff just works better when you're in his life. And that's the Judgment card showing up, where God's like, he finally got it, right? I figure here that after the end of the retrograde, you guys will start talking and making plans for him to still Eight of Wands, still come your way. Everything is still in forward motion. He's just, you love him. You knew this takes him a minute, right? That's why he never makes any snap judgments. All right. Doop-a-doop. Man, if he ever did like knee-jerk reactions, we'd be shocked. Okay. Angel Eyes. All right, what up, Pretty Little Angel Eyes? I still love that song. I always hear that song when I read your screen name. That's so cool. Pretty Little Angel Eyes. That's a good song. Okay, what can I expect for this weekend? All right, Angel Eyes, you're going to be at 28-28, so you hear me butcher that old classic song. Okay. How's the audio sounding, too? How's the audio sounding, Mel? How am I sounding? We good? Oh, my God. Do you see that? Holy, shut the front door. For the love of Christ, in Kit's passenger seat. So the Two of Cups came out reversed, right? I attempted to turn the card upright. It spun itself back to reversed. Okay? So what I'm seeing on this one is not the time this weekend for, don't shoot the messenger, Angel Eyes. Now is not the time this weekend to, okay, this is the weekend of choose your battles wisely. Queen of Swords. All right? See how, like, right here, it's like, remember Alice in Wonderland? Off with their heads! This Queen of Swords literally off with their heads ago. So, this is saying now's not the weekend to pick a fight. Straight up. All right? Just us talking. It's you and me, brother, sister. We're talking, right? Ace of Cups. Oh my gosh, choose peace, choose love. Okay, Sun card, Justice card, Sun card, Ace of Cups are upright. All right, this is the weekend to choose love. Okay, translation. He might try to start something, or your daughter might try to start something. You know, the usual, nothing weird or off to left field. Yeah, the Hangman, just the usual. Okay, hang in there. Ride it out, okay, into the Two of Pentacles. Okay, so everybody's, okay, they both might come at you with, like, you're going to be the empathetic sponge this weekend, all right? He's going to be like, everything sucks, and your daughter's going to be like, the world is ending, and don't match them emotionally. There we go. Good job, Archer. Don't match them emotionally. You got to be the rock this weekend. You got to be the one that anchors it together when they're all coming at you crazy, and you're like, okay, that's all right. We'll make it through it, guys. Your life doesn't suck. It's just work, and your life doesn't suck. You're a teenager. You're just adjusting to, okay, like that. Okay, I hope that makes sense. All right, I'm being told that's it. Literally, my left hand just went for it, scooped up. Said, that's it. Just give her a heads up. Ralph, what up? Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, thank you for the generosity. I missed you. How you been doing? What's up, Pumpkin? What up, Ralph? How you doing? Thank you so much. This reading is sponsored by King Ralph, King Bob. What up? How you been? Oh my gosh. Thank you. You guys are so generous. It does sound good? Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, it's more of a heads up, Angel Eyes. All right, and the audio sounds good. These news packs I got from the local news station. Oh, big shout out. Okay, cool. Oh, I ain't messing around. The soundboard, the mixer board. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, I treated myself. I love it. Retail therapy's fun. All right, let's see. I mean, it came with a little old school mixer board from about 2004, and I'm like, no, it's not going to work. I need a new one. So I got a new one. Anyways, all right, where are we at? What's cooking? It's Girl in Love, right? Yeah, hi, Girl in Love. All right, you're going to be at 3151. All right, let's see what's up. We missed you, Ralph. We missed you. It's good to see you. All right, you got the Hangman. It popped out in a crossing position, so I have to read it as an upright and a reversal. The Justice card is upright. Is B entertaining other women? And does he still think of you daily? You need to know desperately. Okay, no worries. I got you. Now, the Hangman coming out as a crossing card and a challenge card, which means it has to be read upright and reverse in tarot reading, okay? So this is telling me that he's focusing on himself, and he's at a pivot point, okay? Not entertaining another option. The people, the places, the things that are currently in his life and that he's interacting with are all for him. It might even sound selfish a little bit. Right now, he is 100%. B is focusing on himself, all right? And that's the big part on this one. Justice to the Page of Pentacles. You will hear back from him once he finishes. Basically, he's telling me, I'm working to make myself better. He's trying to overcome something. And the people that are in his life are helping him with that. Not on a romantic level. All right? They're people he trusts. Might be people he posts photos of online and stuff. Might make you think they look prettier than you or something. No, they're helping. Yeah, Page of Swords. You are. And they are just, they're not, it's not really, Page of Swords comes out. You actually do realize he's looking at your social media too. You guys are two-way Page of Swords in. And who's the third person Page of Swords in? Which one of you guys are entertaining someone else that wants you for themselves? And you're like, nope, sorry, I'm promised to be, or I'm promised to you. Oh, hold on, I'll find out. Because I just heard it's neither of you guys. Because I just confirmed he's not entertaining other options. You're not entertaining other options because you're snooping on his social media. That's the only one you're interested in. So why does this moon card, Pisces energy, have 3 heads on it? I must find that out for you. The 6 of Wands, the Knight of Swords. Because one of your guys' buddies is actually also snooping, trying to hook you guys up. You got a good third party in this case. That's the third one. It's either one of your friends or their friends. That's like, oh my God, if you keep talking about Girl in Love nonstop, okay, I gotta go see what this is all about. Oh, it is him. Okay, so the person he's speaking to, or that he's posting photos of that you saw while you were Page of Swordsing, is the person he keeps talking to about you for advice or guidance, or can you, and it's almost like he like blah, blah, blahs about it. Like he's like, oh my God, can you believe that we haven't this, or she hasn't this, or, and the friend's finally getting to the point, the friend went and saw what you were all about. And that's the one that actually, that's the way the third party vibe thing helps out. It's a good third party in that okay, it is a girl in the photo. Okay, that's fine. Because it's the Knight of Cups, she's the one that finally is like, oh my God, you won't shut up about her. Would you just go her way and work things out with her already? If you don't do it, I'm going to reach out to her. That's the vibe. And you're sitting here on this side of the feeling like, oh my God, he's got to be Ace of Wandsing her 6 ways from Sunday. And it's like, nope. Actually, he won't shut up about you. And it's going to drive her to the point that she's like, if you don't reach out, I'll do it for you. So heads up, you'll either hear from him or the person you suspect is the third party. All right? And if it's the person you suspect, that's why you have a Tower card to the Page of Wands. Look. And Temperance. Oh, yeah. How Sagittarius of you. Check this out, girl in love, okay? Right? You're like, Tower card, this is it. It's over. It's ending. And then all of a sudden you're like, oh, wait, he likes me? Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I knew that all along. I was fine. I wasn't sweating it. I'm good. So yeah, have him call me. It works out so much better than you're thinking it's going to, and I love that for you. Oh my God, the Sun card just took over the deck. That's cool. Okay, Rowdy, what's up, Decaf? All right, let's see. You're going to be at 36 exactly, Rowdy. What do I need to know for the week ahead? What's left of this week, and what's next on the next week after the week before the next week after that week? And hi, King of Swords, the Four of Pentacles, the Five of Pentacles, into the Three of Wands. You're going to feel guided energetically. You're going to get like, see how you're sitting there just kind of like, whatever. It is what it is. God's telling on you. God's telling on you because Four of Pentacles, all you do is stay at home and you're sitting there counting your pentacles, polishing your pennies, and waiting to see what adds up. And in the Five of Pentacles, if you don't get out and go have some fun this week, and like you were being, like either somebody asked you out somewhere, not a date type, maybe a buddy or friend, or there's something on the TV that's like, I should go to that, but I don't want to go to it. God's literally saying you need to get out of the house, touch earth a little bit. All right? That's what's going on over the course of the end of this week and of the next week. If you stay inside introverted like that, you don't go anywhere. King of Swords, you're going to have a little bit of an energetical fire lit under your backside to go somewhere. And if you go there, it's actually going to throw a lot of people off because you notice how you've got 3 people watching you? See the 3 chicks down here? Ladies, not chicks. Stop calling them chicks, Rowdy. See? And you're up here. You're just out, like you went out to the edge of the water. You're just hanging out. You're watching the boats. Maybe there's boat races in town, like those thunderboat races or something. I don't know. Right? Yeah, I know. Right? Come on, Rowdy. Come out of your shell. Come on, Cancer. Anyways, there's good stuff out there. So you're just out watching the boat races. Okay. I mean, mind you, back in the days that are depicted on this card, they didn't have like big block Chevy motors in speedboats. All right, so they just had the bigger sails. But yeah, and meanwhile, you got people watching you, and the reason these 3 women down here aren't really taking action is they're like, we know where he's at. He's at home. He's cool. He's not doing anything exciting. Then all of a sudden, like at the end of the weekend, you go online or something. You're like, I went to the boat races, and they're like, what? All of a sudden, they start taking an interest. And I'm not telling you go out and find someone new. I'm telling you go out and make a show, like when the Beatles were in Hamburg in 1961. And they would put them on the stage in those strip clubs that they were performing at back in those times. And they'd be like, yeah, make a show. Make a show. Go have some fun, dude. All right? Straight up with the 2 of Pentacles and the Hermit card. If you stay cooped up inside, life will blow right past you. Those girls want to do some. Your Capricorn likes doing stuff. So you better find some stuff to do because when she reaches out, she's going to want to know how your life's been going. And you're going to be like, I've been playing the lottery, haven't won yet. By the way, you're going to win the lottery in May, just so you know, so don't give up on that. And so that's why you're going to get out and start doing stuff and having some fun. All right? Your brother even wants you to do it too. He's like, stop mourning me, dude. He's like, if I were still alive, I'd kick your butt. And you know he would too, wouldn't you? You're like, oh God, that is a message from him. Mm-hmm. If he were still on this earth walking it, he's like, my foot would be right up you, telling you get out there and go do something. Wow, that was heavy. So yeah, there you go. 4 of Wands. What I just told you is the key to getting your Capricorn. All right? De nada. Also, big bro hugs, Rowdy. Can I borrow $50 in May or June? Would that be cool? Rowdy's like, oh, if I win the lottery, I'm not telling any of you guys, but there will be signs when he's got like a military fighter jet parked in his driveway. Okay, it's cool. Carla, what's up, darling? What up, Carla? Thank you for your generosity, too. Oh my gosh, this is all going into the Archer Foundation. Thank you guys. This has helped getting everything on track. You guys are such a blessing. I'm going to make it up to you guys. The stuff that I'm going to announce next Wednesday at the All Signs and the investments that are going back into the channel for the donations and that. Oh my God, we're going to have it's going to be fun. Okay. You're going to be at 39.53. All right. It's Australia. You got more interesting stuff to do than we do here in the U.S. All right. Carla, you're going to be at 40 now. All right, can I get an energy check on Virgo and yourself? Anything new happening in the month of March? Okay, you are most welcome. Thank you more than a million. Much abundance back to you. All right. Nine of Pentacles, Virgo single. The Lover's card, the Four of Pentacles is reversed. Carla, the Four of Swords. And I reset this deck. How in the world am I getting reversals? This is heavy. The Nine of Swords that leads right into the King of Wands. What you need to understand right now is that your Virgo is in a single status. Internally at a soul level, 3 or 4 layers deep. Looks like 4 layers deep. They have chosen you at this point. Externally, we still have a Nine of Swords silence on this. However, they need this single time that's going on before they reach out, which will be coming up here in the next 4 weeks. And now, see, the thing about this is April 9th might be a date that resonates or means something to your Virgo, but do understand that your Virgo's been paying off a little bit of karmic debt. Okay? And whoever you suspect Virgo is currently with, you would be completely wrong, and I like telling somebody that they're wrong in that case, because you're like, no, Virgo's moved on, I know it. I knew Virgo was talking to somebody. I saw him with Virgo, or so whatever. No. Virgo's Nine of Pentacles. Virgo's in a single status because whatever Virgo's interacting with is the one that's causing him to choose to come your way and open up his heart. Four of Pentacles is reversed. He's not going to be closed off about things. Going to break the silence in the next 4 weeks. All right. Why so long? Why can't it be today? Justice card. He's not there yet. He's not there yet. Five of Pentacles reversed. And the Wheel. I can actually, between April 5th and April 9th, you'll hear from him. Okay? No March dates. I can't say March. For some reason, he needs this time to... He opens back up the door after finding justice because the people or person that he's interacting with is teaching him a lesson that's going to help you guys. He needs that time to clear the space, reset the energy, and be ready for you. He's not with anybody. He's in the single stat. He's taking a break. Not from you, from everybody. Yeah, the Hierophant. That's what it is. So he's in a single status. He's enjoying the single life right now. It's like he's taking that pause to just relieve himself and just be, okay. And then he's going to reach out and come your way with the Judgment card, letting you know on the Ten of Swords, he's come out of this overthinking energy, learned his lessons from the people he interacted with the High Priestess to the Queen of Cups. We will not talk about them. There is no romantic interaction there, okay? Those other people, they are just like, they go seek their own water on their own level. But he will fill you in as to like the lessons that are learned to close that cycle and come your way. I would love to say it happens sooner than that. So that means March is going to be a little to no communication, but I do see the initial break happening. Good communication is going to come between April 9th and April 4th, was it? No, April 5th and April 9th. He'll be opened up fully talking by then. So you might get a slight onesie twosie, hey, that kind of a thing. But then by April, it's on like Donkey Kong. All right. Okay, and thank you too, Carly. I love you. You're a doll. All right, Tess. What up, Tess? You're going to be at 4314. All right, let's see. What's the love stuff coming for Tess? What's the love stuff coming for Tess? The Queen of Swords and the King of Wands, making peace with the player. Straight up. You love him. I'm allowed to call him a player. You're like, yeah, I guess I could call him that. And I'm not saying that he's who was entertaining multiple options or nothing like that. He just comes across as Johnny Bravo. Johnny Bravo, you know, he was really cool, but he really didn't know what he was talking about. And that's a bit of it, because he tried to be a player, but he really sucks at being a player because he's really a good guy. It's the 5 people around him that turned him into a player. That's why he sucks at it. It'd be like saying I'm from the hood because I say I'm from Detroit. I'm actually from a really nice suburb of Detroit. I am not hood, right? I spent 2 years in Delray in my 20s. That taught me a few things, but I'm not hood. So anyways, the Knight of Pentacles into the Ace of Pentacles does show him reaching out and communicating with you on this stuff. It's been a slow progress on it, but he's had to, I think if you've been Page of Swords, and you'll find out he's been rather isolated right now. He doesn't do very darn much, right? He's kind of isolated those friends out of his life to come to peace with the internal conflicts, you know, because he's a good guy at heart, so he's got that dominant program. But then he had those goober friends that just like, you know. But he weeded that lower level energy out, Knight of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles, I can see this happening within the next week to next month, that you guys would actually have this communication start happening again. Death card, just let him finish transforming with 7 of Pentacles. He's actually doing a little bit of nurturing himself right now. He's using the retrograde to transform, to level up, to glow up, that sort of a thing, change his mindset. He is one of the people that can change. You know how so many people in the old narcissistic cycle, because that's what the end of the year, the energy of the snake did. It cut out. It was the end of the narcissistic cycle. The narcissistic era is done. It's bell bottoms now. We're in the avoidant era, right? So this is a whole new energetical set of programming that's leaving a lot of tarot readers, tarot channels, everything lost, looking for answers with no clues of what to do or where to go, because the narcissistic cycle has ended. It's closed. And what we're finding out is that about 95% of the tarot readers out there, sure, they dealt with narcissists and learned their lessons. However, 95% of the tarot readers on YouTube will find out that they are indeed the avoidant. And we're going to see a lot of channels collapse and go away and disappear. It's going to be one of those mass collective awakenings. It's the narcissistic collapse of society. And a lot of people are going to find out their avoidance. Much like your person, Tess. And that's his transformation that brings him right back in and brings him back around. All right? It's kind of like he's your Judas. He's the one that sabotaged this whole thing, and he's realized he's betrayed you, and he comes back to make peace out of it. All right? Slightly different ending than what happened to the real Judas, but that's a good thing. Not in a bad way. All right? So I hope that helps. Okay, let's see. Next up is Yukihana. What up, Yuki? All right, you're going to be at 4630. All right, let's see. Do I got any real chances? Is advertising job best by the summer? Okay, let's see. Justice, 5 of Pentacles, 8 of Wands. Don't shoot the messenger. You will have a job well before the summer. You're going to hate it. 5 of Pentacles. The reason so many 5 of Pentacles doors have been being closed on this one is because you're being guided to go into a different line of work, and you're just nervous about it because you're like, I don't know if it's at my age, I can't change jobs. I just got to find one. You're not old. Stop that. 8 of Wands to the Queen of Swords. You're actually being guided to start looking into a field or another industry that you've always been interested in. You're at a change of life point. That's why the door's being kept closed. But now the good Lord does have plans to provide for you. Therefore, if you stay on this path, you'll have a job by the summer. You'll hate it, but you'll have it. There's something truer, deeper down inside. 10 of Pentacles, Strength card. Yeah, there's something deeper down inside that wants to come out and open up, isn't there? Because that's the true definition of the Strength card. It's why the Strength card gets assigned to Leo. See how it looks like the Spirit or the Virgin Mary or the Guardian Angel is having to force the pill down the cat's mouth, holding the mouth open, being like, take the pill, cat, take the pill, cat. Leo energy. Leos are in this lifetime to open their heart chakra up. It's a very big, the pride goeth before the fall. That is one of, that's why major arcanas are assigned to each sign to show what we're supposed to work on the most in our lifetimes, right? So that's very much the vibes on this, is that there's an inner thing inside of you that's been wanting to come out, something that you want to do, and that's why you're being held, your mouth's being held open to allow that to open up and come out. So embracing that, the job happens much faster, and you actually renew your love for life and that passion. And you don't have to feel like that it's just another job. It's just getting me through on my long-term plans, even though deep down inside you really want to do this. And so, like, even if it's just like doing your own thing where you just start boom, 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 just rapid firing into other options, but there's something you really want to do and you're just nervous about making the change, right? The Magician. Say the weird thing, send the weird application, do the weird thing, do what you want to do. You're in a manifesting place right now while you're looking for work that you can manifest yourself into whatever you wish to be. What does this Yukihana want to be? Oh, I like the way that sounds. We got to write a song for you. What does this Yukihana want to be? Right? You know what I mean? Onomatopoeia? Maybe if you look in another direction, you find something incredibly, amazingly awesome. The Knight of Wands. Look at that. Hot pursuit. All right? And the Strength card won't go away. Your guardian angels are the one holding your mouth open, being like, take the pill, Yukihana, take the pill. God is still going to give you a job. Okay, it's not going to be like, you're like, no, I'm staying very put. I'm very comfortable here. No, thank you. You have that free will choice. God's like, okay, then we'll give you the job. So that sort of a thing. All right, I hope that helps. Okay, Anna. What up, Anna? You're going to be at 49.49. I like that one. We'll go with that. All right. What's in store in love for me this weekend? Will Elle and I meet? Scorpio Libra vibes. All right, I got you. Let's see what we got. There we go. Thank you. Base point is the 9 of Pentacles. Okay, cool. You're both single. That's good. The Page of Swords, you're both curious and interested. Okay, this is going somewhere. Eight of Swords, oh my God, why wouldn't he open up? He's got all the information he wants. He's in a single status. What's holding him back from pressing Seven of Swords into the Three of Pentacles and to the Two of Swords? Okay, he doesn't have much hope or faith in himself at the moment. The guardian angels are working with him to build up a little more confidence, okay? Reason he hasn't reached out yet is that he feels like I don't know, he feels like you're not receptive to it. That's the weird part. And it's nothing you're giving off. This is based on his own internal fears, his own internal fights that he's trying to come to balance with. All right? Oh. Last relationship he was in, he got cheated on. He was the third party on the Seven of Swords. Therefore, he gets before you. And that's why L is the way L is. Yeah, Seven of Pentacles, nurturing themselves through a transformation to trust again and open up more. Wow. Look, see what L went through? L literally busted them in the act. Look on that Three of Swords. The two are up in the window, and there's L down there in the yellow dress being like, what? You know what I mean? This is a trauma. This is the trauma that was projected out onto you from L the whole time. The whole time as time comes out with the Hermit card. So right now, L is finding the light in order to understand that you won't do what this ex did. That overcomes the trauma in the Page of Wands and Swords reversed, which means it's not a bad message, not a bad break, none of that. All right? Ace of Swords. There's your hate text coming in the next week or so. So let's see. Then you want to know the vibes for the weekend, and yet I said the week ahead. Okay, so I need this, hold on, narrowed down into the weekend vibes. Give me a little closer to the weekend vibes. Two of Cups reversed into the King of Pentacles. Oh. You guys will talk over the week. For some during the week, so that's a couple extra days because it winds up being like a Tuesday or a Wednesday. Set the plans this week and talking, and then logistics happen so that in the next 7 days there's like more of getting to know each other better. You guys are like already talking, but it's hard to get the schedules to sync up, right? It's not like a no contact. It's just like y'all like can't get the schedules to sync up with the Two of Cups reversed. Yeah, Five of Wands. Got to learn each other's schedules with the Chariot. You guys will overcome this little bit of obstacles that's going on with that stuff. You guys will be all right. It's a timing obstacle, right? Like L's life is so Nine of Pentacles, so focused on himself that he forgot to budget out time to have a relationship, right? I had to work on stuff like that too. Learn when to like punch out at 6 p.m. A lot of people have to do it, especially when you're self-owned and self-business. Tower card on Queen of Pentacles. That's bringing some balance in. All right, so I dig it. We're cool. So now, this is a work in progress in the Eight of Pentacles that he's very focused on leveling up, growing up, maturing into the Emperor. Seven of Wands says that they'll beat out the obstacles. So you guys will wind up being all right. Okay? This is just getting going. I swear you guys are already talking to each other, right? And it's just like, where's this go? It's a bit of like working that out. All right? So I hope that helps. And if it's still no communication, then you're just the one or two dominoes away from Letty. Letty's the first domino. You're just one or two dominoes away. So just working it out. Okay, yeah. Trust this one. That is a big part of what's working out. L's got to learn to make some more time for you. That's a big transition on this one. So if you don't get upset when L's like, oh man, I can't this weekend, but you got time Tuesday. And be like, well, yeah, I understand you're still working your schedule to get used to having me in your life and that. So, okay, Tuesday's cool. You might even have to come back once or twice and be like, I got something going on Tuesday. Was Thursday cool? You know, something like that. So there's a little bit of you guys just now you're because it cannot be all about your Ten of Cups, what you want to do. It can't be all about Ten of Cups, what he wants to do, what L wants to do, right? And neither of you should have to sacrifice and give up. It's about compromise. Take your Ten of Cups, his and L's Ten of Cups, and blend them into your Ten of Pentacles futures. It's communication and compromise. All right, Eight of Pentacles. You guys are actually working really well on it. You guys work well together. It's cool digs. All right. Sag girl. Hold on. Intermission. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'll be off here in about 30. Okay. Intermission. All right, let's see what we got on this. You're at 54. All right, Saggy girl. Whatever comes out, no mic returning. Okay, set parameters and filters to no mic returning. Whatever comes out. There we go. Ten of Swords. Okay. Two of Wands, the Five of Pentacles, into the Eight of Wands on the Five of Cups. Okay, with Michael factored out and this Five of Cups spinning, what we have here is we have one that got away. Was Michael just a lesson this whole time? Because that's kind of what it looks like. Michael was a lesson for the stuff you needed to learn in order to go back and be with this other person. It's like Michael was your soulmate. You tried selecting a soulmate, but with the Two of Wands into the Five of Pentacles, soulmate didn't work, but it gave you the lessons learned and needed in order to reunite with like a twin flame that broke your heart. Could be up to 5 years ago. Something like that. Maybe somebody you interacted with while you were interacting with Michael, even if you and Michael were interacting back at whatever timeline this was in your timeline. Repeating fives are telling me something like 5 years ago. But Michael learned the lessons. Six of Pentacles. So this was the breadcrumber guy that learned lessons and is now in a more Six of Pentacles balanced status with the Moon card to the Six of Cups. Either they've reached out to you or you're considering reaching out to them, in which case you should or they are going to on the new moon in Pisces. Oh yeah, that's right. The new moon in Pisces is next week. So straight up, what I'm seeing on this one, Saggy girls, that the way we have set the filters with the Ace of Swords, yeah, if I didn't know better, I'd say you were saying you were done with Michael, lessons learned. You're looking at an ex from before Michael that you might want to try again because you guys were too young and unsure about. And this person has been thinking about you too. And it's not a new love department. It's that you guys had to go your separate ways, and that in reality, your tarot readings have actually been about this person the whole time. What? That's a High Priestess card. I know. Page of Cups. Hermit. It's all been a matter of time for you two to come back together and nurture the old relationship. Seven of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. Yeah, that leads into the Ten of Pentacles with the Tower. You've definitely been in this person's house, or you guys had talk about living together, moving in together. Something about a couch in a family room or something. But then, yeah, the Tower collapsed ages ago. Michael was brought in to help put the Jenga pieces back together. And then you guys both go off in your directions. Michael goes to a person that he was working on things with. You go back to this person that you had been... Right person, wrong timing, all becomes right person, right timing for all four of y'all. Four of Wands. Bingo! Mic drop, Archer out. Eight of Cups. You guys all walk away and walk off in opposite directions and go back into the people that you wanted to be with in the first place all along. Lessons learned, mission accomplished. Level up. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Okay. Hey, oh my God, Krypto, hi. How have you been doing? What up? All right, you're going to be at 57.52. All right, Krypto, any updates? Apparently, yes. King of Wands, okay. The Magician to the Queen of Wands, the Four of Cups, the Four of Swords, the Knight of Swords to the Ace of Cups. You and Carla, oh, I love this. Wait, Carla, Krypto. Carla, pay attention. This is going to have some info for you, apparently. Okay, Krypto, I love this for you, okay? Because what I'm seeing on this one here is that the time apart between the two of you guys has allowed both of you to reflect back and look into a little bit of how intense things got before King of Wands to the Queen of Wands, in that both of you guys said a lot of Wandsy type of stuff in that last fight that you guys had, right? What I'm seeing here, though, is all the stuff that you guys said to each other is actually what's been leading to a lot of your transformations and work that have been being applied since you last spoke to each other. Four of Cups to the Four of Swords shows this time apart was needed in order for you guys to get everything on track. All right? You've been thinking back of like, why did I go in this route? Maybe I said something I shouldn't have said. Maybe this was a little bit too much. Maybe I did contribute to some of this. But here's the wild part. The time that you two haven't been speaking, Krypto, he's doing the same thing. He's sitting there going, God, maybe I did. And that's why it's been so long for the two of you guys, is because God's been waiting for both of you guys to have that kind of an awakening moment of being like, maybe I did contribute a little bit more than I thought I did. Or maybe what Krypto Sugar said made sense. Maybe I was like that. You done it. He's doing it. Okay? Knight of Swords. Exactly as God planned. And the best part of God's plan is no one can stop him. You guys have both been going through an awakening that's getting you ready for this Ace of Cups with a fresh start. This will happen around the end of Mercury retrograde, by the way. You are nearing the end of a very long waiting period. Four of Cups, Four of Swords has had you frustrated. And how I know this, Krypto, is because with this Ace of Cups, I love this deck. Literally love this deck. This Ace of Cups has two water fountain thingies pouring out of it. You know what I mean? Bonus points if you go past a pond or a fountain in front of a building or something that's, that's 2 Ace of Cups offers. Both of you guys needed to refresh your way of thinking and then spend the time apart to get all the way back to how you guys were the day before you met. The last day of your guys' lives that neither of you knew the other person either. The project this whole time for the both of you. Get back to that with the lessons learned in the time apart, and now come back together and let's try it again. Fresh start for you both. It's what you both have really wanted, because when you have that much wands going down like that, that's a lot. Now we got a little emotion to come in, so it's not so much about those intense, the Aries energy, but a little more love, a little Cancer vibe. All right, a little less first house, a little more about fourth house. So a little less about like you guys were worried about what you guys had to work on and do for yourselves, first house energy. But now it's becoming and transitioning into more about what do we do to make the home life happy for both you guys. All right, you both have been through a lot. Okay, Cordom, what up, Cordom? Do. All right, Cordom, I missed you too. Oh my God, I'm just realizing I missed all you guys. We got to do more of these. All right, we got to do more cards and coffees. Anyways, all right, you're gonna be at 101.24. All right, yeah. The only reason I just did that thing was because I'm like, yeah, Archer win. All right, even Archer knows sometimes you're not Archer. You got punch out. All right, let's see. All work and no play makes Archer worse than usual. All right, need to find work ASAP. Applying everywhere with no replies, no interviews. I want to leave my current job. Can't stand them anymore. Anything good coming my way? All right, you got it, Cordom. Daniel Allshaw, what up, good sir? How's the missus doing? What's up? Good to see you. Great success. We got a lot of oldies coming by. I've missed all you guys. Hold it. Hold the phone. All right, Page of Wands. There is a reply coming to you. You've already applied for the job you're going to get, Cordom. And I'm not saying stop applying for jobs. I will never say that with the Ace of Swords. Keep going. Spread out into other directions. Oh, wow. It kind of ties that you and Yukihana are soulmates in the fact that you've wanted to, you're even putting it in your super chat. You're like, I wanted to change jobs. I'm burnt out on this one. What I'm being told is that feeling of burnt out has you all. Now, first off, you've also done. Remember I said you're going to get a call back. You've already applied to the job you get, right? But now in a follow-up to continue putting in the effort and doing the work, there's a blockage from your current job that makes you miss out on another type of job in an industry because it's too close for comfort. For example, this is just an example unless it actually is your energies. In that case, I'm kind of impressing myself right now. But it's the vibes of like how you've been in car sales forever. I'm just using a life example. This was me. You've been in car sales forever, and now you want to go into like something different. But because of you being tainted in the car sales side of things, because I hated being crooked to people. I was never capable of being a crooked car salesman. So it's like you go in another direction, right, Cordom? And you're applying for other stuff. But because of how you're tainted by your car sales job, then it's like you stand the chance of missing out that like, whoa, did you think about getting into real estate? You're like, nope, not doing sales no more. It's like, wait, but did you think of selling houses? Okay, it took me a minute to get through that, just using my example, and then I actually became really good at that, and that led to property management, right? And then that led to all this. And see, when I started property management, I didn't plan on doing a tarot channel. That's the thing. Anyways, Ace of Swords, if teenage Archer had one of his guardian angels show up, like usual, but actually talk about me for a change instead of the stuff they were doing to me at 16 years old, and been like, Archer, someday this is what you will do, and you will do it for everybody on this thing called the computer. And I'm like, that thing that has the AOL, yeah, right, sure, whatever, yeah, like when God told Noah he had to build a boat for two of every animal. He's like, yeah, who is this really? Right? And God's just like, Noah, how long can you tread water? But anyways, what I'm seeing on this one is that it's that, in that if you want to keep applying, I always recommend it, then go like same church, different pew to adjust your thought process from what you currently do, and that might be also leading you into another key for something else. I hope that makes sense. Okay? Also, that you'll get, so hang tight. 10 of Cups, though, could lead you in the right direction. Job you do, but you're really good at the job you do, right? Maybe just start your own business at that point. Let's say you're like in consulting, right? start your own consulting firm. Unless you signed a no-compete, which you did. Eight of Pentacles, Five of Wands. I see you on employment somewhere by April 5th to April 8th. Like, I don't see, that's not your start date or anything. I think that's, well, no, rewind. That's the start date. I'm saying it backwards. That's the start date, so that means you'll hear from it. Okay, 3D artist for games. Oh, dude, you should be building apps and stuff. I got you. All right, yeah, I see where you're going then. You could actually consult for other, like, app companies and things like that. Oh, my God. But, yeah. So, no, what I'm seeing on this one is, like, you probably get heard back from that Page of Wands offer during March. Then you got your onboarding, your tests, drug screenings, blah, 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 backgrounds, and now that. So it's like the first week of April, you finally get in the door and get started, right? You'd probably actually make a good IT health tech dude. You're like, no, I do 3D graphic imaging. I know, right? That means you understand how to use a computer and Adobe and After Effects, right? I know a lot of tarot readers in my line of work that could use a lot of help with that. And I'm not saying you got to just focus in on the tarot reading entertainment industry, but yeah, right? If Five of Swords, I'll shut up now. You're like, no, I'm really burnt out on what I do. So maybe you do want to go and like app stuff and things like that. Oh yeah, computer science degree. Oh my God, you could start your own consulting firm. You totally could. Anyways, I hope that helps. All right. But I do see that, like, you'll hear back during March. Almost, it's like a retrograde vibe. The company you applied to that ghosted, all right, then they reach back out by the end of retrograde. You do your onboarding, your talk screenings and stuff, and then April, and you're in, all right? But that's a thing. I literally have done tarot readings for people. That one of the things they ask is, like, when I'm, life's frustrating, everything's going really bad, and they're like, I can't even get my... Basically, for a lot of people today, computers are the equivalent of my generation's VCR clock blinking 12 o'clock all the time. And nobody knew how to set that clock. But you have a computer science degree. You know how to set the clock on a VCR. Okay, it's cool. You're welcome. Okay, let's see. Aisha, you're going to be at 10713. Ready for divorce, as I can't take it anymore. He is showing narcissistic behavior, and I'm shattered and tired. And he's treating me so bad. Any changes? Let's see. The Two of Wands, the King of Cups, the Ten of Wands, the Knight of Wands, into the Queen of Pentacles. This is a great test you're facing. And this is part of the reason why he hasn't changed yet, Aisha. Okay? This is going to get heavy. This is going to get this heavy. Ten of Wands. This is the card I'm staring at. Okay? The vibe on this is that with us being at the end of the narcissistic era, your man is shedding his narcissistic skin. You are firsthand living in the house of someone who is part of the narcissistical society collapse. Okay? This is putting you through a test and a trial that will exhaust you. In the Two of Wands to the Ten of Wands, that's 12 Wands. That's a big burden on this one. However, as we're coming into this new energy, the death of the narcissistic era, it's the end of the era of when things get tough and things can't happen, we just look elsewhere. And in that King of Cups and coming into this new era, in the avoidant era, it's becoming the one about those who make it through the tough times, the tough trials and tribulations that stick together. Like the old people that I read for, right? When I'm reading for like old people and they've been married for 30, 40 years and we're basically doing couple tarot readings and they're both on the camera with me during the Zoom. And the stuff you're talking about now, they talk about it too. Happened to them when they were young and first getting going. And these ones stuck it out. Some of them went through breakups. Some went through separations. Some of them went through periods for months and years that some of them didn't talk or interact, but they got back together, right? So this is literally about some big changes on both sides of the fence too, Aisha. All right, because in an ability, it's that you're facing this great test and nurturing him through this in order to get your man of God that you're wishing for, because he's in there, your kingdom spouse, as opposed to being like, well, nope, he's not changing, I'm out. Now, of course, anything bad happens, anything physical or anything like that, I'm never going to condone that. But if it's staying in a mindset, as I'm seeing here, the only earth energy that shows anything physical happening is literally both of you guys just staying quiet and unsure of how to proceed. There's nothing here that shows physical altercations or anything bad, right? Yeah, this is all thought and emotion that's going on. 3 of Swords, 5 of Swords, King of Swords. That needs to be cut out on this one. So the ability to stick this through and write it out and work with him on this is the very hardest part to do, to choose peace. But I have the King and the Queen of Cups out here, which shows you guys are a union. Moon card, 9 of Pentacles to the 5 of Pentacles. It is very hard for him to be learning how to compromise. And that's what's leading to the narcissistic energies and the tendencies. He wants you to bend to his way, conform and do it his way. He's the man of the house. It don't work that way. Neither party should sacrifice anything. Both parties should talk about their 10 of Cups plans and be able to morph them, 10 of Cups, and be water, right? Be water. Take the shape of the vessel that you are in right now. In your case, it's your home. In water's case, it's a vase, a pitcher, whatever. Be water. Adjust with the flow. In order to be that water and process through the emotions, this is what allows you to work with him. Instead of matching his energy and feeding him, you have to take both of those 2 10 of Cups dreams. He cannot make you do it all his way. That's going to lead you to leaving. Any woman would leave when no man will compromise. And just and rightfully so. You guys are facing that big test right now of taking both 10 of Cups dreams and being water, so that you can turn it into your 10 of Pentacles. Okay? It is a bit about setting some boundaries, being seen, being more, and stressing them. Okay? It's not always about closing the door in 5 of Pentacles, but it is about taking your power back and standing beside it when he needs this time to open up. And if that's the case, and feeling unseen and unheard, then you start making time for you to do the stuff you want to do. And I'll tell you what, when you want to paint that bedroom and you walk past him in the living room carrying an 8-foot ladder, I'll bet you he'll show you a little more attention. When you're like, well, I asked you 6 months ago to paint the bedroom. You chose not to, so I went out and found your ladder. I went to the store and bought paint. Wasn't that hard to do. The nice guy behind the counter mixed it up for me and everything. So I'm just going to go paint. It's fine. Where's the drop cloth? Where's the tape? Do we need that stuff? What are those? Oh, God. And then all of a sudden, he'll start showing attention because he thinks you'll take and put and sacrifice your 10 of Cups for his 10 of Cups, right? But he won't. You won't. Neither of you guys should have to. So that might be the way to do it, type of vibe, okay? For him, he's going to pass the lesson in independency, and you're passing the lesson in codependency. By acting more independent, being like, no problem, I'm just going to go paint the room. Wait, did you do any prep work? What's prep work? Be like, I ain't waiting for you anymore, darling. I love you, I married you, and I wanted the bedroom painted. I don't know why I'm using that as your guys' analogy, but yeah, you know what I mean? So that's it, and it gets you through it. With a lot of the stuff you guys have gone through, neither of you guys, like, he's so used to having to be stubborn and mean to get his way and be seen. You're so used to just not being seen that you never learned how to open up. No man ever lets you open up and just be like, I want to paint the frickin' bedroom. Why is that the analogy, Aisha? But anyways, that's the point on that one. And it's a very big lesson to pass for you that if you feed and match that energy, then it'll keep going. But to choose the peace in that, it helps. All right? So hope that helps. Hope it makes sense. Okay, Randy. What up, Randy? You're going to be at 11313. Oh, I kind of 11313 on the 13th. I kind of dig that. All right, let's see what we got. Randy, what's new? Oh, not much. What's new with you? What you up to? What up, buddy? We're just hanging for. I'll pull cards. We're just going to hang for a second. What's up with you? What you up to? You do not want to see. You do not want to see my paint order at Sherman-Williams. When I got approved for that Lowe's credit card, I was cooked. No, I'm fine. It's good. I don't pay cash or use my debit card on stuff. I always use my credit cards because then I pay the credit cards off, pay them down each month, and it keeps building my credit. I got to buy a new house in Nashville. I need some freaking credit, you know what I mean? And I remember I used to work finance. There is higher than 750. There is higher credit than 750. That's my goal. Anyways, you're welcome, Aisha. It is a big test in setting some boundaries so that you don't let any of those past things that happen again to you. And that man, you guys are married. That you can test the boundaries with that man. If you can't test the boundaries with your husband, who are you going to test the boundaries with? You know what I mean? Right. How does one? Oh, hey, Nan, if you want to show me a song, honestly, the email is going to be the best way. Here's you know what you could do if send me an email to email me in the links for the songs, but in the subject, will you put your subject all capital letters? Literally go ahead and put the caps locks on so I can see it through, because I was at like what, like I think I'm at 500 something emails to catch up on. Pop it in all caps for me in your subject line. That way it'll kind of see itself out of the rest of the crowd. Is that cool? Because I'm totally into music. Melissa just showed me a new song too. I'm going to work on a bass cover for it. Or not a cover, it has no bass. I'm going to actually write the bass line for it. Oh my gosh, yeah, I totally want to check your stuff out. We're working on starting a band. I think I'll be married this year, at least engaged. I think you're right. Shelby. I think you're right. Oh, perfect. Awesome. Thanks, Mel. You are the bomb.com. All right, best business manager ever. All right, let's see where we go on this one. Oh my, are you? I'm good at lyrics, but I'm more of a melodist. Oh my gosh, yeah. Put it in all caps and give me a little bit of time to answer. I'll look at some of that stuff. Just give me a couple days or so to answer, because it is the weekend. Not working on the weekends. I got a fam message ready to go tomorrow morning. There will be a fam message, but I don't work weekends. So cool. Anyways, Dan, I missed you guys. Exactly, Joan of Arc. Absolutely. Even with the low score and cash up front, right? And there are still things that work through the life assets to get things established, both in the car and the housing and the mortgage industry. I've worked in the mortgage industry, real estate. I've done the underwriting, insurance, cars. I ran the gamut on that stuff. Real estate was fun. Property management was still my favoriteest. I worked for 2 different awesome property management companies. They were good. I miss those people. They were good. I got to reach out and talk to some of them. Anyways, oh God, I'm going all Mercury retrograde and Cancer. A nostalgic Cancer. I'm not retrograding back on the exes and all that stuff from my past. I'm sitting there going, man, I miss those coworkers. They were good coworkers. I need to get caught up with them. We got to go out for some time and get some pizza. You right? Anyways, okay. Randy, meanwhile, we were doing a reading for you. See, we're just hanging out right now. I'm going to give you a new timestamp, Randy. And I was talking to you too, so I want to see what you're up to with the business. So hold on. All right. It's been good. Cool. Business keeping me busy. Ditto. I feel on that one, bro. Just feeling like I'm getting her energy as well as my own. Oh, okay. I got you. All right. Dude, I have learned this one. I have learned so much about taking time off of work, get your block scheduling going, and make time for yourself, make time for your person. Totally. Do not bury yourself into the work, man. Workaholism is easier to catch on than alcoholism and all the other isms that are out there. So make sure you make time for you and make time to be ready to let love in too. All right. A lot of women don't like it when men focus on work so much. Got to make time for them too. You know what I mean? All right. Let's see what we got. What's new for Randy? Make up a timestamp at this point. 117 exactly. I don't know. All right. The Knight of Pentacles, the Four of Wands, the Queen of Swords, the Four of Cups, and the Eight of Wands. I do see this still moving forward, and your prayers are working, okay? Now, at the moment, though, on Inez's side of the fence, there is still some stuff internally she's coming to peace with herself with. She still feels like this is her perspective, okay? Don't shoot the messenger, just a speaker box. She still feels like she gave her all to this, and you gave nothing, okay? So she's still got a little bit of her own pride that does step into the way of this one, and that she's like, I think it's better that way. I'll just cut him out. I'll cut everybody out because I am done giving and giving and giving to everybody, and they always take and take and take without realizing that one of the biggest things here is that she never actually compromised her Two of Wands decisions to match with your Two of Wands decisions. So by her thinking it's her projecting the compromising part, because it was either her way or the highway. And you bent and gave up more for her than she did for you. However, from her perspective, it's the other way around, right? Queen of Swords, the Four of Cups. So at the moment, even though we don't have much movement going on, there is still a bit of that she's processing, okay? It is very hard for her to feel this out of her element, okay? As she starts to realize how avoidant she is, and she's avoidant to her own responsibilities. She can't take accountability for her own actions. It's everybody else's fault. This is what she's facing right now during this retrograde because she didn't fix things. She didn't fix things with you. She decided she wanted to do it her way. And it's like, that's cool. No problem. Right, Inez? That's worked for 1,000 years already. So let's just keep doing that. It's worked so well for you with that first hubby, didn't it? Right? She still thinks it's everybody else's problem, not hers. This is what she's using this Mercury retrograde to process through. Okay, so even though you haven't heard from her yet, we do with the repeating fours starting to show up. If you haven't been seeing repeating fours, you're going to start. The repeating fours are the signs to let you know, hey, she actually is working on this. It's taking her time. It's a big ego to break, but she's breaking it. 8 of Wands. It's slow movement, but it's still movement. April 8th is a date that will mean something to you. Let me find out why. And I'm going to help you manifest some extra power on that one. Let me see. My father was an April 8th Aries. The 10 of Wands, the King of Swords, the Knight of Cups. April 8th is when she comes to terms with this one. Even if my Aries father has to snowplow her energetically as a guardian angel. It's cool. If Dad were still here, he'd fix a lot of stuff in life. He was good at that stuff. Really should have paid more attention to him while he was alive. Anyways, okay. 4 of Cups into the 8 of Wands. So what I'm seeing around April 8th is where she finally puts the ego down in the 10 of Wands and in the King of Swords, cuts that energetical jive out, and makes an offer your way with the Knight of Cups. All right? Oh my God, yeah, dude. She hasn't stopped watching your social media since day one. She watches your stuff most of all. You're the first one she pops on the phone to. She can tell everybody around her that you guys got divorced. She hates you. She doesn't think about you. She doesn't care. Literally, you're the only person in her phone. I'm surprised she's not popping up in your, like, people you might know and stuff like that. It's the complete opposite that she's telling everybody else, yeah, I'm done with Randy. I'm over him. I'm done. Literally, every time she hops on the phone, she has to check and see what you've been up to. She tries to come across as your biggest hater, and she's actually your biggest fan. That's her own little internal battle on that one. You know what I mean? Oh, Char loves Jesus. I love your screen name, actually. That's nice. But thank you. I loved him, too. I got very lucky with the father I had. Bless his heart for putting up with me for the 30-some-odd years that he was with me in my life. I had an awesome dad. Complete other opposite. I have no clue how Dad put up with me. An Aries and a Cancer in the same home, right? Think about how, and an unawoke Cancer, right? I was a kid. Dad, blanket apologies for like ages 2 to 12, 14-ish. I don't know. Blanket apology. Anyways, okay. It was awesome having an awesome dad. And the stuff he taught me, it's why I can, him and my Aquarius grandfather, it's the reason why I can do housework, build roofs and houses and concrete and windows and electrical and plumb. Actually, I got picked to do the plumbing because both my dad and my granddad were big dudes. I have no clue how I wind up stuck at 5'10" and 175 pounds. Because like Dad was 6'4", 400 pounds. He was a big dude. Like his hands were like tree trunks, right? I got picked to do plumbing because we had a crawl space in the cabin up north, and I was small, so I could fit in the crawl space. So I had to learn plumbing. No, awesome teachers. Total awesome teachers. Anyhow, all right, let's see what we're up to. Little Baker, pop me a card for Little Baker at 123.20. The 7 of Wands. He's removing some obstacles in the Knight of Pentacles style to come your way. He's being a little overcautious, but the Knight of Cups confirms he will come through. Just because there's no contact now with the Hermit card, Page of Cups, 3 of Cups, he's watching and starting to make plans. So you are one of the dominoes as well, too, that you'll have some communication. Mine, too. I'm the sixth sense. I'm an intuitive reader, an astrologist, and a psychic medium. I do the same thing. I see dead people, but they're cool with me. Horror movies are what make dead people so scary. You know what I mean? That's all. If you take all the soundtrack out of a horror movie and replace it with the Benny Hill Show theme, it becomes a rom-com. Texas Chainsaw Massacre is a rom-com if you got that. Anyways, Nightmare on Elm Street. Yeah, exactly. Just exactly. 220, 221, Dan. Whatever it takes. It's cool. And blessings for you too. I did see that post earlier. All right, let's see. Shell Bell. 124.24, Shelly. What you got? Let's see what we got for Shelly. Pop me a card for Shelly. Hey, no, Shelby. Don't worry. Dead people. They are not in our lives to scare us. They're not. They're cool. Ooh, Shelly, you got the Sun card. You got the Strength card. You got the Page of Wands. That's all Leo. Whoa. Leo. 10 of Wands is Saggy. You're gonna find out. You're gonna. I'm with Dan. Dan, if I could pop a 100 emoji right now, I would, because that's the truth. Dead people and channeling ghosts and spirits do not scare me. It's the living people that freak me out. Anyways, guess what you're going to find out? He's getting rid of this Mercury retrograde, Shelly. He's going to be moving out. You're going to find out it's over, done, gone by, see you, and that he's got his bags backed. Bags backed? Really? We're doing Pig Latin now? His bags are packed last night, pre-flight. Oh! Mm-hmm. Your strength and your perseverance has them coming through, and you also, with the Seven of Cups, have somebody in your digital social media circle that is as interested in you as you are in them. Six of Cups. All right? You might wind up with two options, Shelly. Straight up. One of those great 201s crossroad decisions where you're like, oh my God, he reached out, but then this other person, and oh God, we both know who you're going to pick, and it's cool. All right? Because you love him. You waited this long for him, and he's getting ready to move your way. All right? The other one's just going to be that grand mal test, Two of Swords, of like, you want to choose this other one, or you want to wait for your person. It's just going to be that. I can already see in the outcome in the future with those three cards, all those Leo energies. You standing ground and waiting for him brings him right on in. The devil. See? That's all the other offers. Devil. All right. Right girl. Hey girl. Aw. Any extra cards for right girl? Anything else we want to tell right girl? The Fool card, the Ten of Pentacles. Five of Wands. Stop doubting it. You guys do wind up working things out, being together, moving in and living together with the Fool card. And you will know that I'm not just saying this to press turbo boost and make you feel better by Aries season. And that's not that far away. Aries season is like 1 weekend away. Ten of Pentacles, Five of Wands. All right. And King Ralph, I missed the heck out of you. It was so good to see you. All right, pop me. I mean, I know you said it's just a donation, but I'm gonna grab you a little bit of cards. I got to. It's been forever, Ralph. All right, you're at 126.56. There we go. Throat chakra. Did I really? Oh my God! Thanks, Melissa. I'll fix that. I pulled the cards and didn't tell Little Baker. I literally heard the whole message and I didn't say it. Oh my God, that's hilariously. I'm sorry, Little Baker. I'll fix it. Okay. Ralph, your person is choosing you and you've chose your person. You guys are coming together by walking away from the options on this one. It's the end of the fighting, the end of the jealousy, the end of trying to get each other's attention or make each other feel jealous and those weird little childish, like Leo-ish games on this one with this coming out on this one. I see an ego death going through where, like, you got somebody that was just way too boastful and all going, and they were all that in a bag of chips when they lie like an Armenian rug. And then, like, the whole thing on this, though, is that this massive humbling that they're going through is what the problem is, because check it out. They never fully came to the table in the first place. Look at this. That's an unawoke emperor because he's sitting there holding the king in his hand. It's not even on the chessboard. I'm not laying down my king. I'll take the king right off the chessboard before I lay my king down. God's like, okay, no problem. Take your time with that one. Let us know how that goes. He finally got the king knocked out of his hand, Eight of Cups, Ralph, so that you guys can work your stuff out and come back together to each other. That's a big part on that. I could see it. And you were always so forgiving and giving all these other multiple chances. That's why this pause was needed. You won't have to give any more other chances onto this one. Things work out in the way that they're supposed to for the two of you guys. That is a very big lesson learned for them. Way to go in standing your ground, though, Ralph. That's the good part on this one. And God's like, even God's proud of that, because God's like, in the past, you'd have forgiven them 20 different times in 6 ways from Sunday. But this time, you knew your value. You knew your worth. You stood your ground. Nine of Swords, the silence drove them completely crazy. Queen of Swords, they came to peace with that. Ten of Cups, and they're willing to come back and work on this with the Eight of Pentacles to be with you. Instead of you having to sacrifice and give up all of your Ten of Cups dreams for your future, and them having to give up all their Ten of Cups dreams for the future, you guys get to come together, Eight of Pentacles, blend the two Ten of Cups visions into one Ten of Pentacles output. Yeah. Okay. Ralph, I love you too. I've missed you. Stick around, be a part of the family. I love it. All right, guys. Now, 88 Little Baker, new timestamp at 1:29:13. Either give me the same message back or give me the one I should get. Just, you could, whatever, talk. The Chariot. Your person's overcoming the boundaries, and the Three of Swords to come your way with the Three of Cups, with the Knight of Cups to make the offer. All right? The Chariot's what the Emperor drives into a great battle that your unawoke Emperor drove into. However, the Chariot's been by their side, and they'll make it through that and come into becoming an awoke Emperor and get out of the Three of Swords vibes and come into the Three of Cups vibes. All right? The people, places, and things you both have interacted with is what's leading to this Three of Cups. It had to happen this way for both of you to be ready to come together as each other's kingdom spouses. That's why, Little Baker, it's such a tough journey, because y'all are twin flames that have elevated, or soulmates that have elevated. Now y'all in this kingdom spouse journey where all 7 of the deadly sins get tested. Jealousy, gluttony, adultery. It's a rough ride, but if you guys both make it through it and forgive each other of the 7 sins, you come together forever. 5 of Pentacles, the Death card, and the Chariot is back again, and the 8 of Pentacles is back again, Little Baker. Did I even shuffle the deck, or was I not here? Because I saw a timeline where I shuffled the deck, and it closes the door on the old energy, and you guys transform, and there's the Chariot again. God's like, did I stutter? God doesn't stutter. Neither do God's messengers. Okay, 8 of Pentacles, we're good. You guys do work well together. All right, guys, I hope that helps. I will see you all a little later on today. Got a surprise for you guys later on, so you might want to hang out or subscribe if you... Wait, you guys are subscribed. Anyways, never mind. Oh, mucho de nada, mucho de nada. Laura Evelyn Hernandez. Oh, beautiful. I love it. I know you're talking to Melissa, but I just barged in on the conversation because I'm a Cancer. Crystal, no apologies needed. Everybody needs a day to rest and recharge. I have days where I'm not social. I have days where I plan to be social, and I wind up sleeping on the couch. It's okay. Everybody needs to rest a little bit. You know what I mean? Hayden Seal, you have a good day too. Shelby, have an awesome day. That's my pumpkin bread. You can't have any. Okay. Wow, that was Cancerian too. Crab claws, my pumpkin bread. All right, guys, I'll go get ready and do some other work, and I got some personals to do, emails to answer, places to go, people to thank. So I'll see you guys all for a little surprise later on this afternoon. In the meantime, though, just go ahead, duck witches, get money.